In 1655 in America, lived a baker named Mr. Bass with his wife. Mr. Bass' bread is very delicious. Even the people across the river knew. It was the day before the New Year. Mr. Bass will make delicious New Year's bread to sell. As usual, many people came to buy cakes. It didn't feel like it was getting late. Mr. Bass immediately closed his shop, but then came a waitress strangely. The grandmother said, "Mm, excuse me, I want to buy a dozen newer cakes." Mr. Bass immediately got the cake for the witch granny. "This is Grandma, the cake," said Mr. Bass. But the grandmother grumbled, "I asked for a dozen of curry. It's only 12 cakes. I asked for one cake." Mr. Bass then explained that 1,000 is 12. But the witch lady asked for one cake. Mr. Bass was irate. "Get out of here! After ever goes out to for cake," finished Mr. Bass. The witch was angry and sad because she didn't get a New Year's cake, so she left the shop. Ah, Mr. Bass is very upset today. When he got home, he took the incident took place on his wife. His past to smile. Essentially, it is said, "Never mind, sir. How about this new year we prepare a cake multipliers?" Mr. Bass put at his wife's words. "No, no, no. We'll lose weather. Anyway, there's no more cake for them." I was thinking, Mr. Bass. The next day, Mr. Bass returned to making cakes and opened his shop. However, strange things happened. Suddenly, Mr. Bass' money from selling his cakes disappeared. The baking holder exploded. The equipment for making cakes was also damaged. The incident was repaired until finally Mr. Bass' cake shop became a loss. Mr. Bass was confused. Then he remembered if he had ever done anything that made him upset. Oh, could it be because of what I said to the grandmother? Is she a witch? Suddenly, there was a soft louder near Mr. Bass. "That's the punishment from us, New Year's cows, because of you behaving badly on New Year's Eve. Now you have to assure it to the poor witch." After the voice disappeared, it turned out that the witch was already in front of Mr. Bass. With a solemn face he said, "I want to buy one New Year's cake dozen." This time Mr. Bass rushed to get 30 New Year's cake and said, "Well, this is Grandma. 1 dozen New Year's cake, and I'm sorry, Grandma. The grandmother took the cake with a smile. Then he said quickly, "My course is not over. Now promise me, in the future 1,000 cakes will still be 30." Mr. Bass nodded. Before returning home, the grandmother said, "Remember someday, the number 30 will become square and spread throughout the world, and everyone will remember me." And indeed, until now, the number 30 is often considered scared by people around.